I'm Deputy Director of the International Cooperation Agency of the Association of Netherlands Municipalities. We work in various countries to support local governments and their organizations, like associations, to develop their performance through capacity building. And also in a number of countries that you can define as fragile states or fragile environments. Well, I'm not going to say if mayors ruled the world, but I want to start with expressing my deep respect for the very impressive stories we heard. And it shows, let's say, the very importance of commitment. Ms. Kirabo clearly explained, let's say, the difference between your say, responsibilities, the formal responsibilities you have at local level for security, for instance. And it's the same for local governments everywhere in the world. It's a formal responsibility to provide that security. At the same time, you make choices. You make a lot of choices regarding how to use your qualities to bring people together or not. How to step forward and choose how to accept or not certain ways of remembering, like in the example of Kosovo. How to choose or not to introduce new ways to finance services that you need, and that contribute to stability and that contribute to the quality of lives of people. So I think it's a very important point. Those choices that people in leading positions make are very important. Next, of course, to the formal responsibilities they have. A second one, I think, is don't, let's say, wait and look up at central government to take action. At local level, you have the responsibility, you have the possibility to take action, also at your own behalf and with your own resources and your own means and so on. So don't wait and rely till central government or an international organization takes action or programs something. You're in the driving seat yourself. And that's exactly, let's say, the basis on which we work. At the same time, of course, you don't work in isolation. Not from the central government. So from that perspective, it is important to have this, let's say, this wish, to will, from a multi-level government approach. But don't wait until others take action. And of course, then the third one is use the motivation, the drivers for change that exist also at local level. You're not alone. And examples given show the importance of working with civil society, with private sector and so on. So those would be the three comments I would like to make.
What would that mean for your work, your personal work, and the VNK of ENG in international? Because there was not enough time to ask our practitioners what their experiences with assistance from abroad. Having been myself part of that, I know sometimes how difficult and messy that is, and there's a whole process of coordinating the donors and all these consultants and NGOs that want to do good. In that arena, how do you position yourself? And how would you, as VNG International, see what would be your optimal role in contributing to, in fact, the three goals you just outlined yourself? You know?
Well, I think on the element of, let's say, multi-level governance and working, creating good working relations between the various spheres of government. One of our ways of supporting that is by bringing or supporting local governments working together in their own country through national associations of local governments. We are ourselves. So on the basis of our own let's say, our own identity as an association, it is easy, and it's also very rewarding to work with local governments in other countries who also form associations to be stronger together, to share experiences and so on. So that's one. And those associations play an important role in the interface between central and local level relations. A second one is, also from our perspective, we are not working in isolation. So we choose to work with civil society organizations. We choose to work with NGOs and to coordinate and so on. So you form, let's say, that kind of alliances, not only, let's say, by saying they should be formed, but also by forming yourselves and working that way.